Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video we're doing part 5 in my series of Q&A videos. So again, you guys sent me in a bunch of questions, and I'm just going to keep going through them one at a time as fast as I can from oldest to newest. If I don't get to your question this episode, maybe I'll get it in the next one. First question is from Van's Pictures. His question is, what is the weirdest custom someone has asked for? Well, this one's a doozy. This person asked me to take a Figma figure. I'm not familiar with the figure off the top of my head. I looked it up at the time. It was a mostly unclothed character from an anime in which there was a swim team or something like that, and he wanted me to remove all of the clothing. The guy just had like these skin-tight trunks on, the figure. He wanted me to take off the trunks, sculpt over the seams and make his legs and everything look uncovered, and he wanted me to sculpt his funky bunch, the parts that I didn't want to sculpt. So I said no. I turned down that commission. I turned down a lot of commissions, actually. That one, anytime somebody asks me to sculpt a Penesis, it's not going to happen. I just don't want to do it. Sorry. Or the counterpart, not going to do that either. I think I draw the line at boobs, and I'm not going to do naked boobs either. It's weird. Don't want to do that. Harvey Dent asks, have I watched Parasite, The Maxim on Adult Swim? I really recommend it. No, never even heard of it. I'll take your recommendation under consideration. Christian Med C Pause! Exclamation point sad face asks, do I play games on my computer? And if I do, what is my favorite game? Well, that's a funny question. I bought this computer not that long ago. You guys might have seen me do the haul video because I needed a really strong computer to do all of my video editing and processing and live streaming and all that kind of stuff. Funny enough, though, it's a gaming computer. It's an Alienware. I don't game on it at all. I just don't really have the time. I'm a console gamer in general, so that's where I do all of my video game playing. There are games on the PC that I'd like to play, but I just really don't have the time. So I haven't done that. I haven't even set up my Steam account. I should do that, but I haven't yet. Lately, I've been playing an emulator on my phone of Game Boy Advance's Pokemon games, which, I have to say, I still love them. I still love the Pokemon games. I'm not currently really into Pokemon, but nostalgia and warm fuzzies and all that good stuff, it's all there, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I'm not sponsored or anything, but if you guys want to know which emulator I use, which one I recommend, then just let me know and I will let you know what I use. Okay, Ivan Ojeda or Ojeda. Favorite 6-inch import company? Well, they're not 6-inch figures, but I'm assuming you mean like SH Figure Arts or Figma or the various other ones. I'm tied between Figure Arts and Figma. They both do certain things incredibly well. They both do some things not so well, so it's a toss-up between either of those. Josh Yord asks, what is the first comic I ever read? I never read any comics, so I can't answer. That's not true. I leafed through a couple. My brother used to have some X-Force comics, so I leafed through those, but I'm just not into comics. I don't like the segmented storylines. I don't like the convoluted storylines, and I don't really like the way the story is delivered in comics. I prefer to read full-on books or watch movies because it's more full. I'd rather either completely come up with it in my head from a book or watch a movie and have it all there, or an animated series. Now, that said, you're probably wondering how I know so much about the various characters, and obviously I don't know everything about every character, but I'm interested in the characters and their storylines. I just don't like getting them through the vessel of comics. So I've researched the characters, I have books about the characters, I just don't actually read the comics themselves. So that's that. Danish Psych. Sorry, Danish, I know you comment a lot on my videos. I probably pronounced your name incorrectly. I apologize for that, but thank you for the continual support. First question is, apart from Halo games, what other games do I like? I played the crap out of Mass Effect. I know they ruined it with the end of the storyline in number 3, and the first one had kind of sloppy gameplay, but I think 2 and 3 had really good gameplay. So, anyway, Mass Effect. Don't want to ramble. I did used to like Gears, not so much anymore. I really like Diablo. I like Super Mario RPG was one of my good games. Star Fox, I loved Star Fox 64. Smash Brothers and Metroid and Pokemon. And Fallout. I play a lot of games, really, just not so much anymore because I don't have the time to split it up and be effective at them. So if you guys have noticed, like when I was trying to play Fallout and Halo for the live streams, I wasn't doing very well at Halo at all. It throws off. I can't transition and maintain the level of precision that you need to be good in games like Halo. So I kind of have to do them in chunks. Right now I'm on a Halo kick, and I can still play games like Diablo because they don't throw off my, FPS skills. But I kind of have to just do them in chunks. So right now it's all about Halo and probably some Diablo, and I've been playing the Pokemon game. Heat Blaze 123 asks my top 5 Marvel characters. Good question, because everybody always asks who's your favorite, and that's a hard one to answer. So I'm gonna just, as quickly as I can, without thinking too much about it, go for my top 5: Iron Man, Wolverine, Gambit, Iceman. I do like Venom, but like classic Venom, not this big tongue hulking Venom. So I guess we'll go like Lethal Protector / McFarlane style Venom. I guess that'll work. I don't know. Cybernetic Ghost 47. What's my favorite food? It's sandwiches. Who's my favorite band? I don't have one. My favorite song though is Wayward Son from Kansas. My phone just turned on as I said that. That's weird. Google, go away. My dream car. I do like Lamborghinis a whole lot, but I'm really a muscle car kind of guy rather than like a exotic or like sports car kind of guy. So I would really like a new Trans Am. Like they showed one, like a concept of the new Trans Am at one of the shows last year. So if they could make a new Trans Am with all current tech and built similarly to the new Camaro, that would be my jam. The best figure in my collection, I don't know. Worst figure in my collection would probably... it's probably one of the classic X-Men from the 5-pack of the Marvel Legends, if I had to guess. I do have a sibling. I have a brother. We are twins. And do I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain? I could do without the pina coladas, to be honest. Good questions. Toyman 1976, another regular commenter, thanks for all the support. If you could collect figures from only one line or company for the rest of my life, what would it be? I think I would have to go with a more objective answer and say Figure Arts, because they're probably one of the more diverse lines. We have the domestic characters like the Marvel stuff, and the DC stuff, and the video game stuff, and the anime stuff, so we just have a little bit of everything from them, so I think I would have to go with that just for the practical element there. And then his other question is, what is the most expensive figure I ever bought? What did it cost? And were you happy with your purchase? Well, if you're talking action figures, I don't know. I haven't spent a whole lot on individual action figures, but I have a few statues that I spent $400 on, and those are my Sideshow Halo statues. And they didn't quite live up to my expectations. I found out afterwards that the Sideshow premium format statues generally are a little bit lackluster, so that was kind of a bummer. Yeah, not the best. Maybe the most expensive figure I have is like one of the $150 Masterpiece Transformers, like Optimus MP10. I don't know. But those are all... I've never really been disappointed with something in my regular collection that was an expensive item, because I don't buy expensive ones unless I know I'm going to like them, or at least think I will. Abraham Luna. What do I think about NECA Bioshock 2 figures? I never got them. They looked alright. Never really paid any attention to them, though, so I don't really know. Jack Rigg asks, what do I prefer, gaming or figure reviews? Well... figure reviews generate most of my income, so that's kind of an important factor, but gaming is solely for fun, really. So I prefer gaming to working. It's funny, because I like doing the reviews, I enjoy it, I like making customs, but it's still work. So there's always that little element of, I don't really want to be doing this right now, even though I enjoy it. So gaming, I guess, wins out on that. Venom JZ asks if I'll ever do like a video for the tools I use for making customs and things like that, and what kind of shelves I use and things like that. I might do a video for the tools. As far as shelves, you guys have seen the only shelf I have, which I use for all my comparative and like collection update videos. I don't have anything on display currently. It's all in storage. I just don't have the room for it right now, and eventually someday I'm going to make a room for it. I just haven't done that yet. Suleiman Ewok asks, what was the most badass moment in my life? Well, I guess I'd have to go all the way back to elementary school, which is obviously not a very big deal. And I don't want to just say like a sports championship win or something like that, because everybody's done that. But I've always been of the mindset that I'm not going to start a fight with anybody, but if I have to, I will fight back and defend myself. And that situation arose one day, and I ended a fight abruptly when somebody thought they could fight me for no reason. It's not like I'm a fighter. I don't go out fighting and stuff like that, but this kid always tried to get me to fight him, and I never did, till one day he forced me to by actually hitting me a few times before I decided to retaliate. And when I did, it didn't end well for him. So I don't need to go into the details. It just ended with a brick wall and him making contact with that wall, and the fight was over. He didn't die or anything like that, so I can talk about it, no problem. We ended up being friends afterwards, so it's not like I'm being one of those guys, oh, I beat up people. No, it's not like that. It's just, that happened. I happened to, coincidentally, luckily, whatever, the fight worked out in my favor, and it would have been a fight that would have made a good TV fight, so it looked cool. I thought it looked cool anyway. I don't know. Laker Chan, what character in specific, a character not like a franchise or anything, do I want to have made into an SH Figure Arts, Play Arts, or etc.? I would like Neo from The Matrix. Nobody's made a good figure of him yet, and I really want that. Kelechian, sorry. What was the most awkward moment in my life? I'm not going to share that because that would make me feel awkward again. So I'm not going to do it. John Bird, is there a custom I've ever wanted to make, or that I've wanted to make but haven't had the opportunity to? Yes, I would like to make a Play Arts Nightwing, I think. I would very much like to do that, like a variant Nightwing, or just my own take on Nightwing, or something along those lines. So I would go with that. Adrian Guevara asks, what are my thoughts on the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I think generally, on the whole, it's fantastic. They've really done a good job with it, and some people like to say, oh, all the movies feel the same. They're all comic book hero movies. They're going to feel generally the same, but we still have the variety and the attention to detail that we need to deliver the movie experiences that we want. And it's not like they're just doing well because they're comic book movies that we've seen in the past, and even recently with the Fantastic Four and the Dark Knight series, though some people say it's really good. Not all comic book movies do well, especially in the past. They all did poorly. So I think the fact that they're doing well speaks to the fact that they're being made well and handled properly. So I'm very, very much in support of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Miles Duggar asks if I think BVS, Batman vs. Superman, will be connected to Suicide Squad in some way. Yes, we already know that they are. Maybe not directly inside the BVS movie, but we know they are in the same universe, and the characters will cross over, at least some, inside the Suicide Squad movie. And one last question. What makes Play Arts Kai, this is from Nicholas Perkins, worth $120 to the $150 price tag? Not much sometimes. Sometimes the figures are really good, sometimes they're really lousy, so you kind of have to do it on a per figure basis. And if you check my last vlog video, that will, it might not be my last by the time this comes out. Check my vlog where it has Play Arts Kai in the title, and I will be talking about that, or I will have talked about that in that video specifically. Your question will be answered there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That'll do it for the Q&A video for this episode. I will have more. There's tons more questions, so if I didn't get to your question yet, stick around for the next one. Hopefully I'll answer it there. I'll see you guys in the next video.